Students, welcome to today's session. In this session, we'll continue from the previous class. Okay. The very important networks in high-speed wireless communication are 3GPP and LTE. The 3GPP is evolutionary before the LTE. It will be called as UMTS terrestrial radio access. So that is UTRAN. Okay, I hope you can understand from the name itself only. Okay, I'll come to the architecture of this one. Okay, and next comes is the LTE, long-term evaluation with RAN. Okay, it is called as EUTRAN. Okay, that is a evolutionary on 3GPP. Okay, that's a 3GPP will be like a third generation partnership project before LTE. Okay. Now look at the architecture of this one, the 3GPP. When you see architecture, okay, the very bottom, okay, I'll go from the bottom here, node B. Okay, node B is nothing but your tower, okay, where your mobile phone will be getting connected, and all the nodes are getting connected to the RNC. Okay, there is a radio network controller, and this radio network controller will be connected to the MSC. Okay, means how I have given in from the previous class, that is the very bottom layer will be like a mobile phones, BTS, BSC, and it is connected to the MSC. Similar, it will be the architecture will be taken from the GSM itself only. The same here in the 3GPP, your node B, there is a tower will be connected to the RNC. RNC in turn connected to the mobile switching center. Okay, in the right side, okay, we can see SGSN. Okay, if it is a packetized networking, it will be connected to the SGSN networking of architecture. Okay, I hope you can see there is a difference what we'll get here in the ETURAN. Okay, now what we call, okay, there is a node B. Okay, it will be called as a ENB, node B. Okay, and all the way ENB, okay, it is interconnected and it will be connected to the MME, that is a gateway, that is a MSC gateways. Okay, look at here, there is a we'll see one by one what is the difference here. Okay, now ENB, okay, there is an electronic node base station is connected to the MME, that is a MME and gateway of this. Okay, look at this one, there is no something like here RNC here. Okay, directly in turn your towers will be getting connected to the MME. There is a components of LTE. Okay, we call it as a ETURAN architecture. We'll see what will be the difference with the architecture. Okay, now look at this. Okay, now when I say at the particular, what do you mean by LTE E node P? Okay, there's the actual difference between LTE networks and 3GPP communication is that in the 3G system, okay, there is a 3GPP system, there is a centering node, centralized node, what we call as a RNC. There is a radio network controller, what we have seen in the previous slide. Okay, now, and it needs to control all the radio base stations. Okay, and also it will control your mobility. There is a multiple nodes. There is a mobility nodes are nothing but your user entity. We call it as a mobile station, and underneath it is a hierarchical radio access network. Okay, and all nodes, okay, need to behave exactly according to commands from RNC. Okay, look at this. When I say node B, it is under the control of RNC, means the commands will be transmitting from the RNC and they are under the control of RNC. Okay, this is what, okay, means all the way they are not intelligent device, what we say. Okay, our node B are not intelligent device. RNC is an intelligent device. It is controlling that. Okay, now when we see LTE architecture, it is a LTE E node, evolved node base station, BSC. Okay, as the base station have to manage radio resources and the mobility in the cells, and sector to optimize all UE communication. Means, look at this, what the operation of a RNC, it is getting merged into ENB. Means it is the job of ENB, it will be controlling, okay, all the mobility management of a mobile phone inside the cell, and it is also controlling the network. Okay, therefore the performance of an LTE depends on its radio resource management algorithm and its implementation. Means this ENB, it is a direct controlled by algorithm. There is a gateways. Okay, means it will be operating. Okay, it is only directly connected to the components and it will be controlling this. Okay, because ENB will be plays a very important role in LTE system. These are the functionality what we can see for LTE ENB. Okay, that is radio bearer control system. Okay, radio admission control, means it is controlling all the signals. Okay, and it is managing the signals. Okay, when I say radio admission control, is meant a frequency will be monitored. Okay, the power will be monitored. Okay, at each individual tower, and connectivity for the mobile control. When the user is on a talk, okay, when the user is communicating, it will maintain the communication so that it should not be break up. Okay, that is what the job of eNode. Okay, it will be like when I say this is a similar operation what we found in earlier. There is a GSM network. Okay, there's a base station. Okay, it is controlling it, and in turn BSC will be controlling. Similarly here ENB, it is controlling the connectivity of your mobile phones and also a dynamic allocation of resources to user entity mobile phones in both uplink and downlink directions. Means there is like the facility will be provided for the mobile phones, okay, from the eNode. Okay, here indirect way access will be happening in the previous way. Here the directly will be getting connected to the nearby eNode stations. Okay, now there's one more component what we can see in LTE is MIB. MIB stands for Master Information Block. It is an important message or information that is broadcasted by eNode B. Okay, means when I say eNode B, okay, that is your user entity is all the way connected to the ENB, that is a eNode B. Okay, means it is continuously transmitting some type of messages. Okay, so when I say some type, it is nothing, we call it as a master information block. Okay, it is the first among the other system blocks or SIB. Okay, system information block. Okay, when I say system information block are also broadcasted by eNode B. Okay, let us take that when it is a broadcasted. Okay, broadcasting in the sense, okay, means it is a continuously your node. Okay, it is continuously transmitting a message. We call it as a MIB. Okay, now the simple way. Okay, when we see when your mobile phone is on, okay, you might be seeing a tower. Okay, the tower will be fluctuating with a high and the low, means it is getting from the low to high, high to low. Okay, there is a power transmitted from the base station, that is from the eNode B. Okay, when the power is transmitted, it can't be transmitted something like a 20 dB, 40 dB like this. So how it will be transmitted? It will be all the way, it will be transmitted through block, that is what MIB block. Okay, through the physical channel. In fact, it will be through the physical channels itself only. Okay, so it's a broadcast way, like when we sometimes we can see, okay, there is so many information is available, okay, on your mobile phone. Not like I'm not talking about application information, all the way mobile informations. Okay, there's how much power is available and what type of frequency you are catching, your mobile phone catching, it will be transmitted. Okay, now through which channel? It will be all the way, it will be transmitted through the physical channels. Okay, now there's the message block. Okay, there's a MIB will be consisting with a 24-bit information And what are the contents of the 24 bits? Here, I hope you can see here, 3 bits for system bandwidth and 3 bits of a PHICH. Okay, that is a 1 bit to indicate a normal or extended PHICH. Okay, we'll see PHICH in further slide. Okay, this will be the physical channel, one of the operation which will be available. Okay, and 2 bit to indicate PHICH NG value. Okay, network values. Okay, and the rest other 8 bits are for system frame number. Okay, it indicates a framing number. Okay, if I say 8 bits here, there are the totally 2 raised to 8. There is a 256 of a framing number can be received on your mobile phones. Each will be indicating with the different frames. Okay, frame operations. And the rest 10 bits are reserved for future use, for the coming use. Okay, they may be kept it reserved here. Okay, and apart from this information, a payload MIB CRC also conveys the number to transmit antenna used by eNode B. Okay, means the CRC, if there is a checksum bits, are also conveyed through the antenna. Okay, and definitely you might be knowing that there is a CRC will be scrambled, okay, or XORed with the antenna specific. Okay, this is what, okay, there is a what the channel, okay, there is a MIB will be broadcast information here. Okay, it will be after decoding. Okay, after decoding means once the information will be sent here, after decoding it will be through PSS and ESS information. UE have the information of a physical cell ID. Okay, means there is like when the simple information I can say, when you are connected to the nearby cell, each cell might be having a number, that is we call it as a cell ID. Okay, and it will provide and what is the system bandwidth. Okay, that is what the system configuration, antenna configuration. There is I take it from the same previous, okay, slide here. Okay, what are the contents here. Okay, and the MIB will be consisting of a logical channel. There is a broadcast command control channel, because when I say your mobile user entity is connected here, some are broadcasted channel. Okay, which are the broadcast channels are coming under, they are under logical channel and transport channel, and physical channel I am using PBCH, that is a broadcast channels, because all the way, okay, these are the MIB, they are not like a traffic channels, means you are not catching and communicating data for communication purpose. Let us take, when I say communication, your voice is not transmitted through this one. Okay, all the way system information will be transmitted to your mobile phones. Okay, so when I say to the mobile phone, all the way it will be in downlink directions. Okay, now size of the information, as I know, there's a 24 bit. Okay, then the resource block requirement, MIB requires 6 RBs, okay, radio base stations, that is a 72 sub carriers in frequency domain. Okay, and the location information, and location information will be indicated with the 4 symbols of first frame, second slot symbol, 0, 1, 2 and 3 likewise. Okay, because there's a 4 symbols. Okay, the location will be indicated here. Okay, and channel coding, there is a tail bit tail bit will be encoded with convolutional encoding, and the rate matching, there is a 1/16 rate matching will be used here, and the modulation technique for the MIB, it is used with the QPSK, quad rupture, okay, phase shift keying, okay, will be used here. Okay, now when I say, okay, these are the channels what we are using it, okay, from the tower to the user entity. Okay, so the very important is that, okay, so the mobile phone, okay, your when it is catching, all the way your mobile, from the mobile phone, when it is connecting to the station, it will depends on this information, because the enough signal strength is available or not, or power or the channel is available or not, so that your mobile will get connect and start communicating. Okay, I hope, okay, this is a important block to be shared, okay, to understand with respect to LTE with a node EB. Okay, thank you.